How you doing? It's Philip McKernan, and I've been away for a few weeks, so apologies if I haven't posted anything a little bit more uh, recently than now. But I've been in Europe essentially for three and a half weeks. Part of my taking time for myself and looking after myself, but part of that was going to France for a week. And a number of observations in France, walking around and going to cities and towns and small villages is, well, firstly, the amount of people, young people that smoke was quite amazing. Actually, that really took me by surprise. The second thing was the pace. And I kind of pride myself in taking time and being pretty relaxed and having a fairly kind of good outlook on life and kind of chilled out and relaxed. But I wasn't quite as relaxed as I thought I was, because I found myself at restaurants where basically you had one waiter looking after the whole restaurant, kind of impatient, waiting for my coffee and saying, well, where the hell is he? I mean, for Christ's sake, we only have a certain amount of time. But it was amazing how many restaurants and coffee shops had one single waiter. Previous to that, about 2 weeks ago, I was in a restaurant in Vancouver, and it was a small restaurant, a small intimate restaurant. They had 15 staff. And there was restaurants that were bigger in France with the same amount of people eating in them. They had one waiter and maybe two people in the kitchen. And it's interesting that, I mean, obviously economically, you've got an issue there trying to make the numbers work. But I think socially, there's a much deeper thing going on. Is like, what's the rush? Why are we so obsessed with rushing around and demanding food and everything else? And the industry have provided all these options like, food on the go and coffee on the go, and we've chosen to step in and take those things effectively. But it brings you back to people talking about confidence, for example, and they say, I want more confidence. I say, well, are you enjoying your day job? I say, well, no, I hate it. So how in God's name do you expect to be confident if you spend 8 hours or 10 hours a day doing a crappy job that you don't like, that undermines everything, every essence in your body, it undermines your self-esteem, your self-worth and everything else? How do you expect that to happen? And then suddenly have confidence when you go out at night and go to a bar and you're looking for a relationship. In the same way that, I received this card yesterday from a client, hopefully you can see that, it's a little pussycat with a bottle of water on a yoga mat. And it reads inside, I won't read the personal note, but I meditate, I do yoga, I chant, and I still want to smack somebody. We run at 100 miles an hour for 8 hours a day, grabbing our coffee on the go, grabbing McDonald's, rushing here and rushing there. And then we go and do yoga and expect to be relaxed and in the moment and contemplative and reflective and be able to express passion and compassion as well. There's a disconnect there for me. So I just wanted to share an observation from France and how fast we run essentially in really in North America. I'm talking about here specifically, and maybe just to reflect on that. And that's the message for today. So thank you.